Asa. Okay, that was a Space Age love song. He's giggling at me. I don't know. Like, I really am. I don't know. I'm just winging it right now. I actually, I was over at Food Bar last night hanging out with all the bands that played This Me Breathing, Greater Good, Shapus, like that whole Wide Awake. So I'm kind of still in that young dude, like, lingo thing. So I was like, Asa, dude. It's lit, fam. Like,
Jake. You start out saying so many things ironically, and then you just end up actually saying them, and
it's lit.
It's
Jake every time.
I said YOLO a lot in high school.
I don't do YOLO. Like, that one bugs me.
I did YOLO for years, thinking it was ironic, and then after several years, realized that there's no way this is still ironic. Like, I'm actually doing this now. This is who I am.
You're stuck. You become what you didn't want to be.
So we figured out the tech issues, and the two in the back. We got what is your name? Ricky.
What is your name?
His name's not important. He's the bass player.
Right. And then DJ Dolan. They're in the back, so we had to turn the mics up in the front way loud so that we can pick them up. Hopefully, we're not gonna the ones that are on the mics in the front aren't gonna blare your ears.
To look cool, I'll still hold the wireless mic even though it doesn't work.
That's totally fine if you want. But you guys were gonna play an acoustic for us all, right? You can do. So why don't one of you all tell me about the song? What's it called? Is it available for purchase? Is it recorded?
Please,
What's it?
please.
If you want to share what it's about, that's cool too. If not, that's fine.
Very appropriately, this song is called Late.
Late?
There's the reason we usually start shows with it, because this is not a new thing. This song is about being late all the time.
Incredibly late.
To everything.
About an hour. About an hour late. Yeah,
we
wrote this song. The three, me, Taylor, and Ricky kind of just jammed around on the riff, but wrote the whole skeleton for it, while Jake was like texting us saying, "I'm on my way to practice. I'll be there. I'm coming."
And it was like, what, an hour and a half later you showed up?
That was a really bad one. That was like an hour and a half later. Yeah.
As long as you aren't late to shows, at least you're there.
That's getting better. We're getting better day by day.
We're getting better.
One
All
day
right.
at a time.
So the Late Boys of Union Grove are going to play a little ditty for us about being late.
Is this
And
online?
it's called
not
Late.
yet? Okay.
Not yet. So you can't buy this and you cannot have it. You can only hear it live, which will either be Monday, March 6th, I believe, at Foam, or March 11th at Fubar, which I would love to be there, but I have my own show to run, so sorry.
Too bad.
Too bad, so sad. Alrighty, whenever you're ready.
You want to lead it?
1, 2, 3, 4.
There's a subtle exposure, penetrating gaze, rainy streets by moonlight. There's a dancing ghost at the tip of my cigarette. She makes me feel alright, just for a time. I've been feeling the weight of my mistakes on my tired lungs lately. I've been canceling dates to keep them safe from the cancer that's in me. I've been getting lost on walks in the woods, searching for myself. I swear it's not your fault right now. I gotta go through hell. And I'm sorry for the way I smell right now. I lost something I've been searching, still haven't found. I'm looking for, and I've been forcing all my friends to sit and wait. When the devil comes to claim my soul, you know that I'll be late. There's a whispering earthquake, thunder, and your name, and the way my heartbeat quickens. You're an apparition, floating just above the waves, as I try to drown in the ocean in my glass. Been filling this glass with liquor a little too much lately. I've been tying vices to my neck like anchors, hoping I drown in the sea. Been pissing away my time, cause it's just not worth a dime anymore. Since you wrote that letter, and in my anger I crossed that line. And I'm sorry for the way I smell right now. Lost something I've been searching, still haven't found. I'm looking for, not losing all my friends to sit and wait. When the devil comes to claim my soul, you know that I'll be late. Know that I'll be late. Know that I'll be late.
Alrighty, so that was Late live at UMSL, the Millennium Student Center. I'm getting my headphones on here. I was sitting underneath the counter.
I was checking you out down there, just chilling. It looks really comfy.
I was talking about it a little bit, but good. Yeah, sounds awesome. Do you guys use the violin when you play live, like full band, backtracks or anything?
It's rare that I pull it out. I'm a little bit rusty. Hence the squeak.
It was more like
that's
we started
what
getting.
she said.
We started getting offered to play acoustic shows, and it's like Dolan plays, so it was just one more thing to do.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a live element.
And I mean, is it difficult to move your songs, restructure them into acoustics? Like that's a lot of work, isn't it?
Involved, and some of them we've just kind of decided they don't work quite as well. We were trying to decide if we should do the Space Age cover. Acoustic, and we just couldn't find a way
he
to make
said
it
that.
work
Yeah.
just as well.
But that, you know what? That's incentive for any new wave 80s pop lovers like me to come out and check you out. So,
We were thinking about making a rule in the band of only doing 80s covers.
Not a
We set it
rule,
on
but
time,
a while of 80s covers. One every now and then type of thing.
That'd be.
you guys got to do Total Eclipse of the Heart if you do
Just
that.
rotate.
There's so much good 80s music we could do.
I was born in '84, so I was actually raised on that.
What's the song from Loverboy?
Working for the Weekend. I wanted to do that one really bad.
It's working for the weekend. Oh, you guys you're playing to my stuff now. So I don't know. What do you think? What's been your favorite show that you guys have played? Do you think? Do you know? Is that, can you think?
Me personally, probably the second time we played Audio Feed Fest in my hometown in Champaign. Audio Feed is if you've heard of the Cornerstone Music Festival, it was like a thing that kind of got spawned off
Okay.
of that after Cornerstone got shut down. And it's just, I get involved every year, I volunteer, so getting to play there now is just like a dream come true. And it's always a lot of fun.
Very cool. What about you?
What are you laughing at?
Because I'm wondering which one you're about to pick.
I don't know. I mean, Audio Feed was pretty cool because we just got to see a bunch of bands, but yeah, probably Audio Feed.
Right. What about you, Dolan?
Probably when we went on this little mini tour, and we went to this festival in Chicago.
Hey, it wasn't Riot Fest, was it?
It was not Riot Fest.
Okay.
We did not play at Riot Fest.
You said this little festival in Chicago. That's the first one I thought of.
It was little.
It wasn't Riot Fest.
We played up at the northern edge of Chicago, and a whole bunch of bands that were all kind of under the radar were there hanging out, and it was an experience. That whole summer was a straight up experience in itself. But that show especially, a lot of people it was our first time playing in Chicago, and a lot of people didn't really know who we were, but we got a lot of compliments on the sound, that it was just individual from the majority.
We got my favorite photo of all time that's ever been taken of us. At the beginning of our set, there was nobody at the stage watching us, and the photographer took a shot close up of the stage of me and Ricky. and I'm wearing aviators.
Is that
and
still
you
your
can see the
profile picture?
reflection? Yeah, you can see the reflection of like one person, the photographer, in the crowd on this big stage that we're on. It's just empty.
But
People showed up as the set went
People
on,
showed
though,
up,
right?
yeah.
by
that was
the,
like the
by
second
the
song.
end of our set, everyone who was there, kind of just like lagging around, was checking us out.
That's awesome. And what about you, silent bassist?
My favorite is probably, I'm gonna bandwagon into Audio Feed also. It's really cool to finally get to play a festival, especially with a lot of bigger bands that I looked up to. It made us feel like a real band.
68 was at that show.
68.
Yeah,
Right.
it was awesome.
Technically, had Ghost Key play before us. That was fun.
Yeah, that
Shout
was
out
sick.
Ghost Key.
We're also playing with 68 in May.
In May.
May
Where's that at?
27th. We have probably our biggest show we've played yet. That's the way it's looking. We're opening for 68, Listener, and Homeless Gospel Choir at Fubar.
Nice. Very
To
nice.
come through, and that's super exciting. I love 68. I've been a Josh Scoggin fan since way back in the Chariot days.
So do you guys have pre-sale for that? That people, and I'm guessing for March 11th as well. Foam, they don't usually do pre-sale, right?
No.
So, yeah. But, so if you guys want to, if you're interested in seeing them full electric, if you haven't, or you know them and you want to check it out, I'm going to go ahead and say, please get in touch with them and buy the pre-sale tickets, because when you're doing shows like that require that helps the band. Sometimes it gets them on a later spot where they would have more exposure, more people to see them. And, they also get a couple dollars at least off each ticket, and that's helpful for gas money or if they need new strings or, whatever. So support the local scene, support the bands.
You are your scene.
Right? Yeah. I mean, you can't do it alone at any level, but especially, it's a grind. We were talking about that before we went on the air. The first section. It's like it's not for the faint of heart, like you said. It takes a lot. So Ricky's face is like, oh yeah.
Haven't slept in days.
Haven't slept in
What
days.
it's like to not be tired.
Oh yeah, no, I kind of feel the same on that. So it's all good. Where are we at on time, Mr. Patrick?
Take a break.
We gotta take a break. Okay, so y'all sent me 4 songs that you wanted to try and get in here. Those are like bands that have influenced you, right? So do you have a particular track you want to go with first? And why don't you introduce that and tell me like about it? Because I don't know any of these songs. You guys you're teaching me as well.
I didn't know that we were supposed to do bands that influenced us.
I thought that's what it, you're not
I mean,
supposed
no,
to.
it makes sense. It really,
You're
funny
not
enough, it
supposed
does.
to. That was what you posted on your Facebook and promoting this, so I figured that's what was going on. Whether it's an influence or
That's
not,
what you told me.
these are bands that they like. How about that? These are songs that you enjoy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So which one do you want to do first? And go ahead and introduce it. I'll get that queued up for you.
Somebody wanna
Who's
Anyone?
going first?
take it?
Who wants to?
Jake, come on, Thrice Man.
taste?
All right, let's go with The Long Defeat by Thrice.
By Thrice.
Yes, ma'am.
Alrighty, and Thrice is gonna be here in St. Louis for Point Fest.
Yes, they
so,
are. I think
yeah.
they're coming through on a tour with Deftones and Rise Against as well. It's
Sick,
really
sick,
Just
super
twice.
sick.
But for
But Thrice.
Oh.
So,
Thrice is one of my favorite bands for over 10 years now. I love everything they do, and this is probably my favorite track off their newest album they just put out.
okay, awesome. So, this is Long Defeat by Thrice. I am Erin. This is the Superfun local show broadcasting live from the Millennium Student Center at UMSL here with Union Grove. We will be back in just a few seconds or minutes, whatever.